Our next speaker will be speaking from the Competent Communication, Chapter 3, Get to the Point. And David's speech is entitled, I Am Lucky, So Are You. David appreciates what it means to be lucky and feel lucky. His appreciation stems from the story he's about to share. Please welcome to the lecture, David Adelstein.
I am lucky. No, I did not win the lottery, and no, I did not hit the jackpot in Vegas. Certainly, that would be lucky, but I'm talking about the type of luck that you embrace, you grasp, and you hold close to your heart. In fact, everyone in this room is lucky. If you think about where you came from and where you are today, you are lucky. And I'm not talking about pecuniary luck. I'm talking about true fortune. Maybe you have the job of your dreams. Maybe you've saved a life. Maybe you're able to pursue your passion. Maybe you've overcome some adversity or some health issue. Maybe you have the family that you've always wanted. If you reflect on where you came from and where you are today, you are lucky. Now, why am I lucky? In 2009, my wife was pregnant and we were expecting our first baby. Her name was Avery. She would be 8 today. Now, the reason I'm using was and would in the past tense is because very late in the pregnancy, my wife had a complication. I cannot describe that complication. It's indescribable to me, but it was a complication. And the doctor told my wife, we have to induce labor. The baby will probably be born stillborn, but if she is not, her respiratory system will not be advanced enough to survive. So my wife was rushed to the hospital and labor was induced. And the baby was born alive, and that baby, her name was Avery, she took her last breath in my wife's arms. And while my wife was having to grieve, I was forced to deal with the burial of a newborn baby. Now, men and women grieve very differently. Women, and I don't want to generalize, my wife grieves in the moment. Me, I understand that time heals all wounds, so I want to grieve in the future. I want to do everything possible to preoccupy my mind so that I don't have to deal with the memory of a loss that I could not have fathomed before experiencing the loss. Now, I'm not the only one, and my wife isn't the only one that has suffered that type of loss. In fact, people who you don't know come out of the woodwork and they want to share their loss with you, and they want to share their story with you. Now, sometimes the best words are no words at all, because people don't really know what to say when you've experienced that type of a loss. What do you say? There's really nothing you can say. But people bond with you when you experience a loss. Not that the words make any difference, because it's hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes, and it's hard to relate to someone else's loss when you're going through a loss. But it's the bonding, and it's people sharing that experience and their emotions with you that matters. Now, this isn't a story about sorrow. And you're probably wondering, well, that doesn't sound so lucky. How is David lucky? I'll tell you why. Because in 2010, my wife got pregnant again. And we had a boy. His name is Luke. And when he was born, the first thing he did was he peed all over the nurse. And I said, that is my boy. And I realized from that moment on that I was lucky. And in 2012, we had a girl. And in 2015, we had a boy. So that's 3 kids that we have, all born very healthy, all doing great. Now, I don't know what my life would be like if Avery would have been born alive. What I know is I wouldn't have the 3 kids that I have today. The 3 kids that I've grown to love, the 3 kids that I want to share every moment in my life with, and the 3 kids I want to live vicariously through. What I do know is that loss has enabled me to be a better person. Now, my wife thinks that Avery, as Shelby would say if she's not here, kind of has metamorphosized into a butterfly. So we see that butterfly and my wife thinks that it's Avery. She tells her 3 kids that that's Avery. I'm not very spiritual, so I don't necessarily think like that. What I know is that I am lucky, and it's the form of luck that I think about every day, and I embrace every day, and I hold close to my heart, because it's a type of luck that allows me to feel blessed. Thank you for allowing me to share the story.